great impact on Reyna in that last map. Is he going to be able to find the same thing here? I'd imagine so. I've always said that Phoenix is that duelist that just makes sense to have on Ascent, to get control of those ult orbs, to just abuse the fact that you can essentially get 3 ult points if you play the map correctly for a Phoenix. You get the first orb, maybe find 2 kills or find 1 kill and rotate back for the other orb. Who knows? So for the attacking side of Goofy Goobers, I do like the composition they have, but you're going up against a Sage, which we saw the impact it had for BBG and the ability to kind of shut things down early on as Rarkar felt contact, and he's ready to throw that wall as soon as he feels a little bit more pressure.
Yeah, no, I like that from Rarkar, holding back. I'm putting down that Sage wall. He knows how important it would be for that hold, so he wants to be absolutely sure that the take will come in. Does look like he was sure, and oh my gosh. It's the aerial assault taking down Frosty ZK, but of course there is no overall approach for Goofy Goobers. It's more of a default. That spike is all the way back towards B main. Will still packing back a little bit of damage onto the players over towards B main, but he's down to 12 HP. He needs help. He needs some help towards that rotation in mid. But of course, the rest of the Goofy Goobers does begin to kind of wrap around this A site. Does this look like the right idea, Sully?
I mean, from an outside perspective, and we've got the minimap, we can see everything going on. It's like, well, this is tricky because as soon as contact is field, Gravel goes out, mass rotation from BBG, and well, they're actually going to save it. Okay, it's a little bit late actually on that Gravel, but as the gate goes down, I think maybe a little bit of a missed time on that Gravel. If they were able to throw it down a second earlier, it would have been a lot better. Shock darts go in and buy them a little bit of extra time, but a 5v4. Positioning is pretty solid here from both sides. The post plant comes in. Now it's down to who can really get the entry first from BBG.
Freakazoid lining up hot hands early on. Off the recon dart too. That could have definitely worked out way better in Suya's favor. But instead, Suya goes down to a team flash. And now we get trades back from BBG. Decop down and lower. And he's done for. Giza now the last one remaining in a 1v3. Trying to attack back. That Nano Swarm does cover up the spike. This is big for Giza if he can nail this right click onto Will, but it's not going to happen. Instead, it's a defuse for BBG.
And they were able to make that retake look so clean with 0 flashes in their composition. They go in essentially with no opportunity to create an initial fight except for that recon bolt. Suya, who got team flashed by the Phoenix of Freakazoid, turned to try and take down that recon bolt. And that was the duel that gave full control of Heaven and drew attention away from the main gate, where the swing comes out. They're able to find that as a second pick, and the rest is history. He's in that 1v3, not much he can do as BBG, once more, another clean retake on the map of Ascent for the first time. We'll have to see what else they can bring as similar situation. Another eco here for Goofy Goobers.
Critical. I'll try to line up something a little bit more cheeky over towards B main. This could be fun. But I do like the adjustment from BBG this round. Switching up that KJ positioning. Just making A look like an absolute gauntlet. Let's see what actually happens with the Goofy Goobers, though, because they're still maintaining a default, and it's quite slow, Sully.
Look at the amount of util that's just stacked up on the A site. Very, very passive. You're playing underneath Heaven. They'll be looking to be offered support from that single star. BBG, low and steady so far. As Goofy Goobers, my feed is, unfortunately, I have no idea what's going on. I don't know if you can see what's going on, but I had no idea what was going on for a second. Spike dropped in B main as an initial kill from Rarkar. Is traded back at least by Giza, but 2 players here immediately to go back for a trade if need be.
Giza's still watching out. More or less just solo, and the spike is still there next to him. This is such a rough spot for Goofy Goobers because now they're essentially forced to even make this B side take. Freakazoid has only 34 HP, and Giza, that was Giza's chance for a kill, right? A couple bullets right onto critical. He had to warm up with the Ares, and wow, the timing. The timing. Taking down Frosty, and now Freakazoid remaining in a 1v3. Needs a couple more headshots. He's still got 1 for the road all the way back in spawn, but still BBG collecting up a second round, shutting down a little bit of that economy from GG.
And it's interesting how Goofy Goobers every single time are going for like light pistol buys, and then in the follow-up round where they lose the second round kind of initial investment, most of the players are left with light shields. So that obviously I'd say hurts a lot more knowing that you're going up against a bonus round in BBG with Spectres, with Sheriffs. That does a whole lot. That extra 25 protection goes a long way when it comes to engagements against Spectres and stuff like that. So it feels like things kind of get evened out where the rifles, they aren't the best for BBG, but the fact that Goofy Goobers have got light shields, it definitely makes a difference here, and we'll have to see as early fight down towards B main. Freakazoid's gone to use the early ultimate to try and get some map control, but Gravwell is going to be the biggest factor that slows him down.
Oh, it's certainly working out though. He still wants to catch up onto Rarkar, but wasn't able to clear out this position for Bjorn.
Oh, double dink.
Double dink through the box, Bjorn. That's just crazy. Still Frosty goes down in a heap over towards that back A corner, and Freakazoid is still searching for that kill in Cat. He's getting shut down by that Sheriff. Look at he's essentially solo in the back of A main, and Suya, he straight up said peace. He dashed on out of there, and now it's a 2-0. No, I'm sorry, 3-0 for BBG pretty much. May have called that a little bit too early. Suya still has a Vandal in his hand. Still with a whole lot of util to use. Takes on a little bit of damage, and that position is completely gone alongside the slow herb. And Will, if he peeks out here, it's a bit of a 1v1 with easy trade potential. So he's still going back. Takes down Critical. Now it's a crossfire up towards Cat. Needs to take down Poach, but the wide swing from Rarkar is there. All options are covered. 3-0.
A nice positioning from BBG. You lose 2 players, but you ensure that no guns are going to be saved. And then again, that's just the bonus for BBG. So they've had nothing to lose in that round. They could have lost as many players as they wanted, but the fact is they're able to take down a lot from Goofy Goobers. Now, however, Suya, who gets 2 kills, he was already initially 3 off of his blade storm, so he at least has something to go for in this round, but that's the impact, right? The Ares, the Spectre with light shields, it makes a big difference. I feel like in that round, definitely Goofy Goobers were there to feel it. So 3-0 start for BBG, looking strong to kick things off. Once more, we're going to have that solo play from Bjorn on the A site as Critical kicks things off with a quick spray down into B main, taking the first blood. Bladestorm is out, but Will with a chance for 2. He's only going to net 1 as Decop quick for that trade as it looked to retake space that was lost towards B main.
But still capitalizing on the mid side Freakazoid. Yeah, no, he's pretty much done for it. Oh, the Odin. Doing what it does best. And Critical, you know, it's funny. He's actually upgraded the Ares to the Odin. Where does he want to go, though? There's not a lot of situations that an Odin really works.
Right. It's,
you know, on this map outside of like B main.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
I'm intrigued.
There are opportunities where if you play on the back of B side, it really, in my opinion, majority of the time works towards B, but the retake potential as well to use it on A when you're trying to make that retake, you just spray under rafters, maybe you get a kill here or there. So Critical, it's obviously just a powerful gun in general, really good for clearing out wall bangable areas, but we'll see what he has planned. Is Freakazoid catching Poach napping on a jiggle peek. Doesn't net the first kill. He's only 1 off the ult, but instead has decided to pass it on to Sova, who now is the Hunter's Fury, and another chance for a double. Okay, Freakazoid, 3 kills easy, and now he's got the run it back to utilize.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And now Freak still going in on the run it back. So it can make a little bit more noise, and that hot hands is big. Wow. I mean, okay, from an outside perspective, that's not that big of an interaction, but that just shut down the take. Yeah. That allowed his teammates more time to actually make their way on site and actually be able to, you know, safely get that spike down. Big interaction for GG. It's a small win in what might be over encapsulating dub. Might just work out though. Giza taking out Bjorn. Giza from up front needs to take down a dashing Will. Critical. Knocking down 2 more kills for his tally with an Odin, but it was a 1v4. It's such a tall task for a chunky man. 4-1. 11 kills for Critical though. That's chunky. That is big.
Yeah, he had a slow start on Icebox, I think going 5 and 10, but his impact, no matter what, on a Sova is always going to be insane. He's been a very solid Sova ever since he joined BBG, so and able to find 11 kills early on, getting great value of that Hunter Fury as well. Just in that last round, able to find one and spot up the second of Freakazoid. But great value as well from Freakazoid off that ultimate. Like we both said it in tandem, is that hot hands to gain that space and to be able to do that work as Freakazoid looks for a little bit more. It's only one off the swing, and thankfully Poach is there for the refrag, immediately finding two back and a kill as well down towards the top of middle. Suya needs to get this kill onto Poach, and they can maybe pick back up the spike and make a rotation, but Poach once more a hat trick in this round, and down to just Giza on the 1v2, and he is sandwiched. Fior with a wide swing, and BBG, they answer right back with a round of their own.
All right, is that as a consensus, do we agree that that round was a thing?
Yeah, it happened so fast.
Oh man, that A main interaction,
huge.
Sheesh. That was a great idea though, to cover up that back entrance with the hot hands.
Late swing as well from Poach, who after the first gravel went off, and I think it was Barakar that kind of just sat there. He was like, if I die, Poach, you better swing and trade me. But nobody swung, and so Poach, who dropped the gravel in the Nebula to create the one-way, which if you're going to swing in that gravel, you better get that kill, but the Nebula makes it even harder. As Freakazoid, he's already nearly on another ultimate after finding that kill. So again, great value for him just initially, and he's going to get the run it back with the spike plant. They've got a lockdown, Hunter's Fury, and a Cosmic Divide to play with now as well.
Now here we go. It's almost full bodies, full strength here in the server. Freakazoid ready with a hot hands.
Timing.
But Rarkar takes him down. Oh, with his pants down, but it is what it is. Look out for T-Cop all the way over in A main right as the ulti goes out. This could be it, right? Two more players below heaven. They need to capitalize. They need to cross, but it won't work. Sui and Frosty go down, but D-Cop still alive all the way back in wine. Both of these players back in A main. The Nano Swarms are still there, Sully. Giza might be able to catch this, and indeed he got it. Nobody alive for BBG except for one. The Nano Swarms stop it all. They needed Giza, and Giza, knowing that his utility was on site, just booked it the heck out of there, Sully. What a move.
Look at the 3 kills as well. Now look at the economy of BBG. Those 3 kills.
It's terrible.
They can't even buy here. That should have been a round where you're able to get out with 4 players. Yes, you lose the round. Look at this retake. Looked so good from the side of BBG, but the timing, the shock darts, the nanostorms that were popped, buying perfect time for Goofy Goobers to win the round, and especially with those 3 kills, hacks is what it was spent for BBG, and now it's a fast play with their full buy. Right off the bat, Freakazoid is out, and oh, Fior had a chance to at least shut it down, but he was going to get cleared no matter what.
Yeah, I'm not exactly surprised. BBG's not exactly used to using sheriffs.
They haven't had an eco for a while.
They have not had an eco in a very long time. I don't think ever, Sully. I think this is actually the first eco that they've been forced into for the last 2 maps. I may be wrong in saying that, but I think we've actually made it to that point. BBG, however, they still have the pistols, and not only that, but still more or less control a courtyard. Freakazoid comes out from behind at a really good time. The off from Will is out, but Freakazoid, there you go. The biceps are out, and Freakazoid showing his strength. 5-3 scoreline. He's
about to have a 4th run it back in this half alone. He's only
crazy
3 away from it now, and that 3K makes it so deadly. If he got that kill, if that kill counted towards his ult, he could have had it just in this round right off the bat. But Nico round for BBG, you didn't expect too much, but it's regardless very clean from Goofy Goobers. Freakazoid again creating all that space on his ultimate, and now he's only 3 away. You get him an ult, or you get him a kill on a spike plant, he's gonna have it right back. BBG in that last round opted to save, so the buy here is back. Now what can Will find? It's a quick shot onto Suya. And down he goes as Will immediately backing away, but maybe looking for seconds here, as nobody has taken that peek back except for the Astra down towards top.
Poacher's ready. Was ready for a 50-50 interaction. So nothing just yet. The rest of BBG really just maintaining contact here, Sully, especially over towards A. Look at the amount of util on site. You even have an Astra star right in the middle of that backside. That's such a deadly combo if that ends up going down. However, Goofy Goobers They are mounting at least a little bit of pressure over towards A main. Nothing too crazy, though.
It's a lockdown potential here as well by BBG. You're just hovering around in Garden, assuming that his Astro doesn't go down as Rarkar. That is the cheekiest boost. He's got a wall over the Nebula to create a one-way, and he's netted that kill. Gate goes down, but there are those nanostorms and Freakazoid who tried to cheat through it just a little bit, gets caught off by Bior. You're trying to hopefully save this lockdown, and okay, Bior, he's just gonna follow him initially off the nanostorm, and there's the flank from Critical. Solid, flawless round. I don't think anyone took any damage in that one as BBG find themselves 6-3 up.
And sort of unexpected, but it's that backhand slap that BBG kind of desperately needed, right? Their economy would be quite in shambles. That round didn't end up going through. And now the Goofy Goobers. This was quite literally their one opportunity to take not only an advantage, but really at least any sort of dubs thus far. Their first lead of this entire series would have been taken, essentially, if they had won that round, maybe. But now instead, we come back to this scenario where maybe a fast B take.
Might be optimal, but okay. Onto Suri down. Will looking for the peak. He does end up getting smoked off. Now they're ready for this push. How does Rarkar adjust to this? He's already dumped the first slow orb. He's sitting in the back, and there's Freakazoid grabbing that ult orb. But oh, Poach is going to go down right off the bat, but it's Rarkar here still to try and hold it back. And those slow orbs, you walk into it, and it is a death trap.
And look at Will, still helping out. And the Cloudburst certainly helping. He's out in the way. The ping is there.
Oh no.
Critical, what? Right through the wall. He did not see anything there. Not a single pixel.
It was through two walls as well. The second pillar over towards B main entrance. That's crazy.
I don't know. It amazes me sometimes how players can have such good anticipation for an angle.
Right.
But, well, dang. That's Critical. Getting himself 13 kills thus far. Rarkar right below him at 11. Freakazoid. 12 thus far. Lots of them have been from, like, stat patty rounds, but he's been very important for this squad lately. 11th round coming up, though, and Goofy Goobers not exactly spread around again. They are more centralized towards B.
Super focused, and it's Will that's taking a very quick peek towards A. Now, this is an okay look for Goofy Goobers. They're going to react by taking a little bit more mid control, knowing that they have nothing towards A. They haven't pressed anywhere in towards B, but as anticipation, slow orb goes down, and well, the space is trying to be created by Decomp off his Hunter's Fury. It's only Suya who's gone into the site, and he's going to get taken out. Trades go back and forth for a 3v2. Advantage heavily with BBG given their ultimates.
Yeah, Suya going for the Hail Mary, holding W on through. 0-0 issues, and look at Will taking down Decomp. He thought it was slick going for that pick, too. Frosty DK! Multiple 3 out of nowhere! This round was done! Ain't no way that is ever supposed to happen! It's 7-4 out of thin air!
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I was going to, like, take a sip of water.
Yeah, I
almost just choked.
We both had the same thought. We just cut noise for a sec. We're like, okay, round is over. Then, my goodness.
Oh,
dude.
God. All right.
Wow. All right. Double option play, I guess. And
that's your Mike and X sweet play of the day.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say impulse. Just write it down. You don't even need to tell us what the sweet play that is. We already know what it is. We already know what it is.
Early on, though, see, BBG has been so good at just icing these situations, you know, just coming back into the game.
Exactly.
BBG, round after round that they end up losing, they still counteract with like a 1 or 2 round streak. They might just do it again. Good initial peak, and it's pure discipline going all the way back. However, Goofy Goobers, full control of the A side.
Oh, but I like this. Despite Goofy Goobers having it, I mean, this is what they've been anticipating. This is what they've been waiting for. The ultimates to come in. Cosmic Divide out for Goofy Goobers as a response, but same thing back for BBG. Suya just on the edge of this ult, and he's going to catch Critical leaping into the site. Will up close with the shotgun. Great gravel. That's actually gotten 2 of them. It's got 2 of them. Detained Gus, and that's the round right then and there. It should be. Decomp's got no response, no shock darts, 1 swing, no kills, and BBG, there's icing it. The wound was dealt, but they quickly patched it up for an 8-4 half.
Dude, I love their ability
Switching sides.
to just be able to kind of just shut down any type of those situations. This has been real fun to watch. The BBG. And Goofy Goobers, however entertaining they made that half, to say the least. You know, not exactly at the pace that they would want. Still 8-4, still very much a lost half. But they go over towards that defensive side, and I would trust, you know, that this just might be the setup. I mean, their comp just looks more defensive sided anyways.
Yeah, inherently, I feel like both teams. The thing is that the Phoenix and the Sage are obviously the only two differences, but they both work on both offense and defense. So it feels like no matter what, these two teams are going to be super evenly matched, at least on paper, given the agent compositions. Freakazoide's been amazing at just getting insane impact out of that run it back, and just in general, whatever entry he's going to perform, it's always going to find space. It's normally going to find a kill, and his teammates are always going to fall up behind it. So now they're on the defense. What space can he create? What opportunities can he open up? As it's two players alone, isolated on this B site with only KJ Utah to help them out right now. As BBG, they start to get a move on.
Oh, well. He's on the prowl, and the rest of the teammates are right behind him. It's a train of BBG players trying to rack on the damage onto GG. Hey, look at this now. How are they able to hold back? Giza with 3 decop there for the save. And look how fast that rotation came in for the Goofy Goobers. That was well done. Well done. Matching the pace of Built by Gamers.
Quick and easy. Nicely done, Goofy Goobers. Those two players, both Giza and Decop, understanding exactly when to swing, using that util to delay, try and hold them back. So they will at least pick up the pistol. Better than the last skin, or better than the last map at least. Is they're gonna force up 4 Spectres. Frosty's gonna be the only one with the frenzies. He's gonna force up 5 Astral Stars now. What do BBG want out of this round? Obviously, it would be great to get a round win, but with really just classics, I think at this point it's okay. Let's try at least make it so that BBG don't have a full bonus going into round number 3 of this half. And well, they've already got the first gun, can be retrieved here, unless it's been juggled away by Suya, or picked up as well. So already great value from this round, just initially from Built by Gamers.
You're on the lookout. Here's Giza.
Oh, there's a flank as well.
Not only that, but yeah, there's an alarm bot right in front of him. And he just can't interact with it. And oh, Giza got far away enough. And it might have just worked. And Bjor's actually able to get the kill into Decop.
Okay.
Will is still here with him. Only 26 HP. 1 bullet through.
Oh, look at the flank
would do
behind.
it. But Giza still coming in. Okay, there you go. Critical still able to help out over in Cat, and Critical got the kill. Giza!
Oh!
No way! The round is over! It's Thrifty! Everyone got trade Sully!
Wow, Critical.
disaster.
Another super late lurk from this offensive side from Built by Gamers. In the last map, it was Varkar. Here, it's literally just Critical, just walking forward. Right? He's kind of just waltzing his way through main. That initial contact that they had early on with Freakazoid and Suya, both exchanging shots down towards A main with the rest of BBG, and they cut noise there. You don't expect a lurk to come through. As soon as you lose a position like that to a team with a better buy, your inherent response is, okay, let's all just move as a pack away. And to send a solo lurk with a classic that gets that much value and wins the round initially or at the very end is crazy. So Goofy Goobers, a round that should have been theirs right off the bat, spins back, and BBG are the ones with the super strong buy, and they're the ones that have already found 2 kills.
You're with a good answer. Just placing that alarm bot, immediately capitalizing. Now the rest of the Goofy Goobers, all they can do is just rely on what would be some of these dry peaks, and there you go, a 50-50 type scenario with Decop in the middle of a dissipating smoke. Can't do much. Suya still gets a kill back, and it was relatively clean. Will, however, getting up that trade's Frosty. Last person in a 1v3, and the last time he was on a 1v3.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Statistically speaking, this man is very proficient at 1v3s, but don't really think that this one is possible. Running away, of course, with the sheriff, and yeah, 10-5. This game has been quite easy going, Sully, as far all things considered.
Oh, I like this though from Frosty. He's gonna try and get exits. He knows the economic state that BBG are in. You didn't save as many guns in that last round that you won. Okay, damage done. Can he get another here? Doesn't look like it. But yeah, great damage, great value, no matter what, from Goofy Goobers to remove 3 players. So now going to this next round, you're going to be both kind of in a similar financial situation, at least moving forward, where both teams have full buys. Both teams don't have enough credits where if they were to lose this round, they can buy up in the next. So Goofy Goobers, it's great that they find 3 there and ultimately can do a lot more damage here.
This time it's a little bit different too. BBG mostly racking up over towards the A side, and look at the early stars. Double in A main. There's already a couple of players looking to interact. Freakazoid just looking to couple up those gravity wells alongside that Hot Hands, but at Hot Hands, it's just gonna delay more time for BBG to actually make this take. And there you go, out goes the swing from Freak, and he runs into a mosh pit. A BBG player's will trying to go through. There's one in the back of Jenny. Not gonna be able to get the kill though. Suya takes him back from midair. Suya's still alive, 50 HP, and he goes down to Bior as he starts to run through, right in the head. And the lockdown. No trade potential there. The turret gets yanked back. Looking over into heaven. Frosty's DK looking for more heroics, but it's not going to happen. A revive leaving things at full strength for BBG, and the kills galore. 11-5. BBG, they got it. It's in their palms now, Sully.
And that's their effect of icing things out after after not necessarily the most clean round. They keep 5 players alive. Obviously, 1 required a revive, but you walk away with full strength economically, and that was the worry. It's like, if you lose too many players here, you give a golden opportunity no matter what for Goofy Goobers to maybe abuse that fact and take a little bit more from you. So the fact they keep 5 players alive, a loss here no matter what, guarantees a bye going into the next. But Goofy Goobers, hero rifle from Suya. This is do or die this round, Gus. If they lose this round, no cash, no chance. But Suya's good for 1 trade at least. He's got full B main control. How are Built by Gamers going to respond? They haven't made a move yet towards any other extremities. They are watching out for a push just in case.
Very quick rendezvous for the Goofy Goobers back up towards B main. And that whole mission was to just kind of take up that group control. To kind of allow just 1 player to thrive on his own. So D-Cop with that extended look is confident enough to actually back up into B site, and that may be kind of the antithesis of what's going on, because now look at this. Only 1 person on the B site. Yes, they have a fast rotation. Built by Gamers, they're not going to take at least the path that I was thinking of.
Yeah, so they elect to instead play a little bit slower, retake this B main positioning. Drone's gonna go out. They know that D-Cop is here. They know that there could be 2 here possibly, so that's why they're taking a little bit more time in this exec. And Suya goes for a massive swing, but he dashes straight into the site. Now is trouble as D-Cop in the back lines. His Phantom is doing work. 3 bullets left and not an opportune moment to reload. Okay, Frosty, there's the chance. There's the swing, and Frosty and Giza from nowhere take down 2, and an opportunity, a survival round for Goofy Goobers, as I have got no idea what is up with heroics in this matchup.
Dude, 3 seconds, 1 second. No way. I'm sorry. Oh, that was too good. Too good. And 2 players back to back get caught with their pants down as 2 players run through smokes in 2 different scenarios. That is irony is not lost on me at all. Too good. Giza comes back, puts it into the grave, and the best thing that Poach can do is literally just hold W. Desperate scenario. 11-6. It's our scoreline, Sully.
Wow. Okay, here 1 rifle from Suya converts into 2, and then Sheriffs to save the round essentially. D-Cop though, massive kill in the back of the B bomb site. Goofy Goobers, job's not done just yet. Rarkar up close. Look at this fight. 2 versus 2. Double swing at the ready. Actually, it might be a triple swing, and it is a triple swing. And it looks like Goofy Goobers are coming out on top. Thankfully, the 3rd of Bior is going to be good for the trade. And the A site cracked almost completely open, except for the judge. The nerf isn't in just yet. And Suya takes complete effect of it. 2 versus 2. And look at the ults on board. Lock down a Hunter's Fury for Goofy Goobers, but just a Hunter's Fury for Built by Gamers.
Right here.
As the lockdown goes down, Critical is trying to counteract a little bit, taking down the lockdown. Hunter's Fury back for both of these two teams. Not a lot of damage was done. It's good distance being spread between the two. One player right in the middle, a Jenny that's Critical playing cat and mouse with Giza, and Giza has not been able to really take any steps towards sight. That spike is very much ticking down, and that has to be the end, right? Bior catching up the kill onto Decop, and more surprisingly, the kill onto Giza. Very tight angle for it, but it works out in his favor. 12-6. Match point.
Job ain't done. Unlucky for Goofy Goobers. A prime round, and there you go. This was a fight where it looked like, okay, you could have won the round off of that single fight, but it just unfortunately doesn't work out. Suya up against two with that judge. It really only works in close quarters, but he takes the swing, takes the risk, and unfortunately bites the bullets. Built by Gamers. 6 opportunities to close out this series, and again, it's Goofy Goobers on a super weak buy. Lightning doesn't normally strike twice, and I think the effect here is probably the same with an eco like this. However, Suya, Bladestorm, effective as a rifle. He's got to find a free opening here, and maybe even a little bit more down towards Lynx.
And Suya, no way he gets a kill from that. Ain't no way. I thought he was going to get another one bottom mid. Clean through the smoke. Was able to get a little bit of damage. BBG. I mean, mission accomplished. They got at least one of their players down, and now they're still at full strength. But look at Critical. Oh my gosh, Critical. Where is he going? There's 3 players in Graveyard that he can line up at this point.
Looking.
Nobody's looking. Nobody's looking. Critical.
1, 2, 3.
That's literally the one. Frosty took him down. 40 seconds left in the round. The spike will be able to go down on the A site, and the lockdown goes in at the corner of Jenny. Not only this round, but this game is about to be done unless Goofy Goobers can pull something out of their back pocket. Something deep in there, man. They gotta go fast. Lockdown spreads them away. Let's line up over towards Heaven. Bior. A little bit of a spray, good shock dart around the middle of sight to try to couple up with a grab wall, but instead it's actually Will. It's such a good angle, and he's going to be able to get himself 3. A highlight to finish the game. 13-6. BBG, your winners, moving into semifinals.
And they win it super cleanly on both maps. Very dominant score lines. And again, that cohesion that we mentioned earlier, it felt like on Icebox,